All right, it's Tuesday, day one, Midwest Drags. Just got ready to unload the car. We already took our trailer over to the pit spot. 7:45 is the driver's meeting. It's about 7:15. Started raining, so car's still in the trailer. We're waiting it out for a little bit, just see if the rain stops, prevent the car from getting wet. But driver's meeting 7:45, then it starts to run. What we're hoping for, this is a 2-pass deal, so we actually have to make 2 runs at each track each day. So kind of trying to figure out exactly how we're going to do that. May just go down, do a half pass. Obviously the last time this car went down the track was when Cletus drove it and the chutes failed, so I repacked the chutes this morning. Probably make a half pass, 3/4 pass, second one, and then make sure I pull the chutes, just make sure everything deploys right. We're still in Norwalk, so we got long shutdown areas, so obviously safe there. But then the drive, one thing that's different about this drive than Drag Week and Rocky Mountain is we just have a destination of the first checkpoint. So I think it's Profiler Heads today. So we have that address. We looked at it on the GPS. There's like 3 different routes to go. We get to pick and choose which route we go. We looked at one that kind of didn't go through Columbus, so that's what we're looking at doing, kind of a backcountry one. From there, I think 221 miles today, 160 Profiler, about 60 to get down to Edgewater, where we have to race in the morning. So we're gonna make 2 passes today, hopefully. Then we're gonna load up everything, and then we're gonna drive 220 miles to be in Edgewater to race tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. So there we are, day 2. Hopefully the rain passes. We get to get our passes in early because, once again, 220 miles after 2 passes, doesn't matter what time it ends up being. That's where we're at. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, guys.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I have no idea what to do. Well, I kind of do. I suppose it's like Power Tour, but 11,000 billion more horsepower, and the chance of breaking down is 319% more. So it should be a lot of fun. Start the day off with some rain and mosquitoes, so everything is great.
Lanes are open. First pass, we'll see what it is. And big things, we gotta do 2 passes, so it's not one and done. We gotta go up there twice and see what she'll do. So, we'll see. Go right past the 8th and see what it'll coast out at and go from there. So maybe coast to a 6 and go up there and do another one and back up and hit the road. So if I don't push it all the way, then it'll cool down quicker. So. So big thing we got is the turnaround. So I mean, we got to get back up there and make a second pass. I don't know what was going on with Glenn. I mean, I was on the chip for quite a while or whatever before he finally came in. So that definitely heated up the trans. So it took away my chance to hot lap it. So we'll get that cooled down and then ready to get up there, make another pass, and see where we're at.
It's a heck of a machine. Very good driver. Steve's over there. I think he's hitting a bunch of up arrows or something. Not quite sure. Down arrows. Control out, delete. I don't know how that stuff works. I'm a carburetor guy. He's doing the thing, is what I'm saying, with the bleed loops. And I'm sure, I don't know what the plan is. If they're just going to keep it there, go faster, but I'm not going to miss it, that's for sure.
It went out, you know, just about 60 foot where they started gluing the track, and it just hooked the tire and just kind of whoop, and then started shaking out there. But he just drove through it, so not the end of the world, but let's try to figure out if it might not even do anything with it, just accounting for the track kind of getting taken care of itself. So I just moved it around just a couple degrees just to try it, but I think everything else will just leave the same and go out and make another hit. So, I mean, obviously, it wasn't bad. He lifted at, let's see. He ran it out a little bit farther. He lifted at 4.9 seconds he lifted at. So it went 4:42 in the 8th, which is okay. So, even shaking like that. So, I mean, we're plenty good. We'll just maybe soften up a little bit, try to make sure it just goes down. We don't want to keep on making passes. We don't need to, so that's about it.
We're up for number 2. See what happens. Get this one out of here so we can get packed up, take a little while changeover, and then hit the road. Hopefully the rain that's skirting everything is gone, or we don't have to deal with it. That's obviously our goal. We've got 220 miles to the next track, so the sooner we can get on the road, the sooner we can get there. Did I hit the bump to then, like I just went deep and was just going to launch off that, what I did, but it's like it didn't go. Like, I mean, obviously, it's obvious what happened, but I don't know if I did that or not. So, don't know. Trying to cool the trans off. I think more than likely when I let go of the transbrake, I also let go of the gas. That's what the data says.
Rookie mistakes, huh?
Driver error. Driver error.
Did you get some valuable data from that hit, Steve?
Yes, we can see exactly what was going on.
I had no drama. Like, that's all it's about. Like the suspense.
So was there any throttle input showing on the
Yes,
data?
there was all sorts of throttle input going on and trans input going on at the wrong times. It's a rookie driver, whatever.
I know you heard me say that there's going to be one pass. And that small block street racer category, multiple competitive competition.
Well, we might might just not have enough voltage.
Big motor out, like I said, it's a possibility of another vehicle coming out of the rear jam. Big motor going in.
Don't do that one.
Wait again.
Pull it over to you now.
All right, see if we can get our second pass in this time. I guess all we're doing is trying to build some drama, I guess. That's the way it looks like, as long as this goes smooth. But get up there and make a nice A to B pass and start packing up so we can get on the road. So much for our 2 times and gone. So see what happens. It's still early. Hopefully, I think it's about noon, getting close to noon. So
What do you think the
Let's
starting
see.
issue was?
starter issue, we believe it's just the driver. So I don't know if it's because I've been bumping in all the time, and that time said I'll just double bulb it and then go up. But I mean, the way the data looks is that I let go of the transbrake and lifted my foot off the gas pedal. So I'm hoping that's what I did. So, and this time everything goes smooth. Slipping and sliding quite a bit, and that's probably the advantage of this car, because this car will still make a hit doing that, to where 2.0 it's all over. I mean, as soon as that happens. So, and that's the deal with this chassis, having a little more spring to it, because it'll hold the track better. So even with it being greasy, but I mean, if that would have been my second run, then I would have bailed on it because it's getting pretty close to center line. But third run, sometimes you gotta go a little extra just to, I don't know, do a little praying right when you're going through that area. You're like, eh, it'll be all right, it'll be all right, it'll be all right. So I feathered the throttle a little bit through there, but. So now we got to get ready. But we'll get everything packed up, get the street tires on there. I haven't looked at the weather forecast or anything. Hopefully that rain's gone and we got nice smooth sailing, but guess next time we'll catch you guys. It's either profiler heads at the checkpoint. Hopefully we make it that far.
Ran out of gas.
Okay, first checkpoint, where it's Tuesday, day one. So first checkpoint, it was like, I don't know, I think it was 160 miles. So we stopped for gas. Well, there wasn't any gas when we left the track anywhere that we saw, at least the route we went. So there was only a couple gallons in the back tank. We ran out about a mile before a gas station. We didn't know there was a gas station. So we put 5 gallons of race fuel in there. And sure enough, as soon as we started up and go less than a mile, there's a gas station right there. So we filled up there, and then we stopped one time for gas. And I mean, we still had plenty of gas when we stopped, but we only saw gas stations twice in 160 miles. So I think we got about 60 miles to the track for tomorrow, and that's where we sit at.
Well, we have literally run out of gas again. And right there's the gas station. Literally, right there's the gas station.
It was an adventure for about the last
6
5
miles.
minutes. Yeah, 6 miles
6 miles.
Actually, because we're cruising along or whatever. Next thing you know, start hearing ting 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 ting, and it sounded like something was just dragging on the ground. So like I'm checking the brakes. The rain's coming. We know it's gonna rain, so that's why we skipped dinner. So we're cruising 80 miles an hour, hearing the tinging. So I slow down to like 70 miles an hour in case something is gonna like wedge underneath the car and flip us over. That I guess if we're doing 70, that's better than doing 80. So then we're like, okay, well, we're 6 miles from the hotel. We'll just make it to the hotel and deal with it because the rain's coming. So then we're cruising along, and then all of a sudden it starts running out of gas. Look at the fuel pressure. The fuel pressure is normally 45. It's down at 15. So rather than get off and try and fill up with gas, I'm trying to make it as far as I can just as it sucks the last gas out of the tank. And there was an inside exit to get off of the one expressway to the other, so it's like I had to commit to doing that, and then it's an uphill going around, and so then we're coasting, and then we had a mile to get off the exit. So it's like, oh, we can make it to the exit, come off the exit, and as soon as slow the car down, it stalled, cut over. There's Steve's part.
Oh. No, keep telling your story.
Oh, so
No, you can't see it yet.
so as the story goes, we come and we can see the gas station across the street, and it runs out of gas.
Literally, the gas station across the street.
So broken whatever, and out of gas, and a half mile from the hotel, 0.4 miles actually. So then we put gas in it. We're like, screw it, we'll just drive it to the hotel. We already drove it this far. So, which it sounded like a broken rocker arm. So Steve will enlighten you on that in a minute. But then we have to go up a straight incline or whatever to make the left turn. So make that, come over, and then it's a big steep uphill part to get into this hotel parking lot. So I curve across, and then I start to go up. Well, then the wheelie bars hit and the back tires come off the ground. So then I'm just sitting there spinning the tires. Trailer's in the middle of the road out there.
Blocking
And
traffic.
it's like there's cars stopping and trying to go around. Well, then, so whatever. I look at them, I'm like, oh, the wheelie bars hit. And it's like, yep. And then I just think about it for a second. And I'm like, well, I can just get a running start. So I back it up. Took a little bit to get off there, but I back it up across the street, blocking both lanes of traffic now, and then I just make a launch for it, a running start. It comes up, wheelie bars hit, the rear tires spin for a second, and then it caught, and then we were able to drive up and get here. All that with a broke car. So that's on to Steve, as we thought it was a rocker arm. He's starting to pull everything apart, and he's figured out
Hopefully it is just the hardened tip on the cup end on the push rod is broken off. Because as I was rolling around, just checking it, just feeling if something was broke, I'd roll it around and it would have lash, and then the next time it'd have a 1/4 inch of lash as it was rolling over. So I think it was jumping in and out of the cup that is no longer there. So I'm hoping it didn't F up the lifter, because Derek's going to be really disappointed if he has to keep on pulling this intake tonight, because he's going to have to help me.
Yeah, because the good thing is
I'm
we're
really tired of work.
I got a wheel bearing to put in.
Oh my god.
And because the good thing is we're not at the track, so therefore help is now allowed. So
Oh, nice.
So
Okay,
if you're down
I'm
to that
down.
block-
I just need some sushi, a little bit of whiskey, and I'm ready.
Ready to rock it. We
Yeah.
got free light, free shelter.
free light, free
The ball
shelter,
end is
rain.
nowhere to be found, I'm assuming. It's
No, the ball end is still in the rocker right there.
Oh,
You
okay.
can see it's screwed up,
Yeah.
but I think what happens is, or you know what happens is it can pop out of the cup.
Also, this broke on the outside. Okay,
Yeah, that
got
broke
it.
on the cup, so it can't contain it any longer. So I'm hoping that's all it is. So I'm gonna put it back together with the rock arm back on it, and look at the adjuster and see if it's wrong or right. I'm hoping that it's right. So I mean, all the time, if you have any of these adjusters and you see one that's like got like no threads and all the rest of them have like three threads sticking out of the top of the nut, there's something wrong. Somebody's adjusted something they shouldn't have, or vice versa. So
Look or smoke or
yeah, if it is the same here or really close, then I think we're pretty good, and then we'll start it up and see.